product updates as well. I have run into the first issue on my DIY electric skateboard build. Not a major deal and nothing that stopped it from working, but one of my cheap little I guess, you know, kind of my fuel gauge or whatever, this one didn't go out, but my my gauge I had down here did. And I had another one that's it's nicer, a little larger, and you know, you can change the modes. It tells you how many volts you currently have, or you can turn it off. But the only problem is, I don't know if I hadn't gotten in, because I know I did once when I originally got it, but it's set up to do 12, 24, or 36 volts. And I might have it set on one like 12 or 24 because for some reason it hasn't dropped down below 100%. And since I replaced it with the original one I had, you know, to get me by, it shows the voltage correctly and everything, or you know, within 0.2 of what this one does. Only problem is it's never dropped down to under 100, so I've got an issue there, but that's okay because I've just kind of got it jerry-rigged in there at the moment until the replacement shows up, which I don't have a lot of confidence in since it only made it about a month. But I don't really know what to do other than maybe change the hull and see if I haven't set this one up properly. But I've already got the hull cut, so I'm gonna wait for the replacement and see how long that lasts, and then, you know, I've got that as a backup that I can mess with. You know, taking the box off is a little bit of a pain in the ass, and since I got the replacement coming, I figured I wouldn't mess with it till then. But that's the only problem I've had with it. I think I'm coming up close to 100 miles on this thing already, and you know, I still don't know exactly how far I can get on all-terrain. That's kind of what I'm out doing today. I'm just out carving around on the slower setting, which I can't remember. I think it's about 15 miles an hour or so. Kind of gotten used to the higher speeds, and you know, I want to keep flipping it up, but I also kind of want to know what my limits are in this thing. So there's that little update. And second one is Bluedio Bluetooth headphones that I bought last year, that have been pretty awesome. They're probably not the best sounding in the world. They're not the loudest in the world, and they're not like noise proof, which is pretty good for me actually being out on the board. You know, I keep my head on a swivel, and you know, some jackass is running up on me, you know, just trying to fuck with me. I want to be able to hear it. So these have been awesome. I use these every weekend, probably about 2 to 4 hours a weekend, I'd say. And I don't think they use battery. I mean, it's crazy. They sat after I was in the hospital last year. I believe I got them before that. I know that they sat about 6 months without me touching them at one point, and I turned them on and they still had like 85% power. And I haven't charged them back up since then, and I'm using them all the time, and they're still like in the 90s with, I know I've got 20 hours on these things already, 20 hours. Let me, you know, because I haven't put a clock on it, but awesome. And I think they were under 30 bucks from what I remember. So Bluedio Bluetooth, these are, what are they? I think like the Hurricanes or some shit like that. Yeah, there it is. Hurricane turbines. In my opinion, pretty awesome pickup. And another one I have gotten recently were these. They are 113 millimeter off-road tires. Show them real quick side by side with these to show you the difference. I have popped in a set of Bones Reds in there, and they do fit. They've got a Bones Reds and a spacer. Only problem is they are the Kegel style versus the ABEC style I have on my 97 millimeters. So I haven't, they just came in yesterday, but I haven't got a chance to pull off my pulley kit on that one and see if I can make the ABEC work on the Kegel. I think I've seen people do it, but I'm worried that it's gonna be kind of off-centered a little bit. And that's another thing why I didn't just jump into it right when I got it. I kind of lined it up and it looked off a little. And I don't know, it probably took me 20-30 minutes per wheel on those ABECs to get everything lined up right. So I didn't have any sort of, you know, wobble on my belt. So it looked real clean and smooth. I've noticed a lot of these DIY skateboards, when they show the video and they show that belt movement, it is just so wampus that I can't see that they're getting 20 miles out of a belt, or that the belts stay on for 20 miles. So, you know, I spent a lot of time making sure that everything back here, when I put my 97 millimeter setup, was lined up good. It had good even spin. Didn't need any balancing or anything like that. I don't know that I guess balancing would be like shifting it. But I did notice with my Racer Star, my little Racer Star motor pulley over here, for some reason with my 97 millimeter setup, I had to flip this because you see it doesn't have a little guide wall right there. And the other side here, it does. See, it's got that little rim right there. So I had to actually flip that to keep it from wanting to roll off this direction into the other pulley. And I had everything Loctited on there when I swapped to these. So that's why you see the paint rubbed off there, because I got a pair of pliers on there, and I kind of made those a little jagged, so I took some sandpaper to clean up those edges, make sure I wasn't messing my belt up. But anyways, these were a eBay pickup. Again, 113 millimeter Kegel style off-road. Here in the future, I definitely plan on trying them out. They were 32 bucks.
38
off of eBay, free shipping. Got them within a couple days, so that wasn't bad. And I think there's just one seller online. I'll try to post a link if I can find it. And if anybody else has tried these out, let me know what you think. They are heavy as heck. I think they weigh more than the 7-inch wheels. So I'm not real sure how my distance is gonna go there. If I get a pulley system that works. So I'll have to see, because like I've said, with the 97 millimeters, I'm estimating, I still haven't maxed it out yet, but I've only taken it down to 30%, and that was in freezing weather. So I've heard that can really affect your battery. So, I'm no expert, so I don't know. I just take it for what I've heard. So I still don't have an accurate test. In decent weather, I got 15 miles, and I had on that test it was 37, 40%, something like that. So I still don't really know my true range, but I know it's more than enough for putzing around town here, and it's way more than, say, the boosted board. And I think I'm pretty comparable. I'm close to the Evolve that I kind of cloned this after. Notice it, I'm starting to ramble. This is getting to be long. Here's somebody's alarm going off over there, so maybe I'll get to see some action here in a minute. Okay, an alarm going off over there. But anyways, thanks again for sitting through my boring ass videos. Appreciate it, and until the next one, you guys take care.
Stop.